welcome our local viewers from Cambodia and all around the world. My name is Romeo.
My name is Tanta Bisal.
This
This
is
is
KSK
KSK
News.
News. So, what have you heard about the story called Romeo and Juliet?
Yes, I have.
Yes, and I believe our viewers have heard about these stories as well because, this story is a famous story written by William Shakespeare in the 16th centuries. And our news today is related to this story because this story was filmed by a group of IFL students in the late 2022, and it had just released recently.
Moreover, this movie attracts so many people, especially among teenagers, since it is a kind of love and romantic story. One significant thing that this movie gone so viral as it has been watched for over 2 million views for the past 24 hours. To know why it is so trending, let's find out.
You feel like you're alone, and you feel like something's wrong. I feel like
I would never sleep that night unless I spoke to the lovely Juliet once again. I must find out whether she loved me as I love her.
me in my
We were both young when I first saw you. I close my eyes and the flashback starts. I'm standing there on a balcony in summer air. See the
Juliet, please hurry. Your mama is looking for you.
Alright, I shall go now. Don't forget to send me a lovely copy of the private handset.
crowd and say hello. Little did I know that you were Romeo, you were throwing pebbles.
Father, I came here to confess that I wish to marry the fair daughter of the rich Capulet.
Oh, really?
Yes.
This marriage might prove to be just what is needed to end the foolish quarrel between the two families.
Take me somewhere we can be alone.
dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation.
Romeo, do you wish to take Juliet as a wife? No matter how hard the situation will be, you will never leave her behind.
Yes, Father, I do.
Juliet, same to you. Do you wish to take Romeo as a husband? No matter how hard the situation will be, you will never leave him behind.
Yes, Father, I do.
And now I've announced that the two of you are wife and husband, and you may proceed to kiss now.
Where is Romeo? Do you know where he is?
I don't know where he is.
Who is that? Is that he back?
I think so.
Why is he here?
You two stop. Are you a friend of Romeo? I believe I should have a word with you.
Only words come coupled with something, making it words and a blow.
You will find me quite ready to fight, sir, if you give me a cause.
It's too public. Either withdraw to some private place or argue coolly without fighting. Oil this part. Come on. Here all eye gaze on us.
What is happening, guys?
Oh, Romeo.
Oh, it's you, Romeo. The hate I bear you can afford no better term than this. You are a villain.
People, I must take your hand.
Romeo, you killed Tibal, but Tibal killed Juliet. You both calculate and Montague are to be blamed in this. And there will be the heavily punishment on the both of you. As for Romeo, I expel you from Verona, and if you ever come back, I will put you to death.
Hello everyone. We're now at Coconut Park for interviewing some of the characters. So now let's meet our first interviewees. So let's go. Hello, two beautiful ladies.
Hello.
Wow, what a great day. So as you all know, we invited here for the interview. And so Well, introduce you guys first. Please introduce to the audience.
Hello guys, my name is Fortune White.
Hello, my name is Tandalia.
Yes, and they both as in the first scene, they act as for Miss Dahlia for the Freya Rollins, and for Miss Chunmai, she act as the nurse. Okay, so my question for today is for you both is in your perspective, what are the reasons do you think Nurse and Flair have Romeo and Juliet get secret married? Even both family, Capulet and Montague, and as we all know, were enemies. So I would like to hear from Miss Dahlia first, as the ex as the Flair Roland.
Okay, in my opinion, for the reasons why that the friar have to have the secret marriage for both Romeo and Juliet, even though he knew that they are from the enemy families, due to the reasons he was close to Romeo, he could see how the passionate feeling of Romeo had towards Juliet, that he would take such a risk to marry Juliet, even though he had already knew about the result at the end, that he might end up in a dreadful result. And for another reasons, due to he wanted to end the feud between the two families by getting the merit for both of them. Yes.
Wow, good. Yeah. So well, ask the same question for Miss Chunmai.
For me, I think the nurse support both of them because she love and care for Juliet. She used to tell Juliet that forget about Romeo and married Paris, but she refused because she loved Romeo but not Paris, and moreover, I think it's because she want her to be happy since she had raised her since Juliet was born and consider her as children. So as a child, and I think that so that's why she have both of them. And anyway, moreover, I think she thought that Romeo also adored Juliet because even though he knew it would be risky for him to meet Juliet, but she still came. Yeah.
Wow, I see.
Well, thank you. But that's a good answer for this question. As we all know, yes, Flair and Nurse are really close to Romeo and Juliet, and that's why they have Romeo and Juliet for the marriage, and they both provide a great answer already. But of course, they come up with their own perspective, and we all really appreciate for their answer. And that's it. So we are about to move to another interviewee. Let's meet you guys there. Thank you.
Hello everyone, welcome back to our second interview. Here's our interviewee who is Miss Regina that attacks Mercutio. So I have questions for her. The first one is, by the view of the fight in the story, do you agree that the lead of the fight was because of Tibal all alone?
I totally agree because it's all his fault. Um, he the one who provokes and insulted Mercutio, which drove Mercutio to retaliate by insulting Tybalt. If Tybalt hadn't insulted Romeo's or fought Mercutio's, the fight wouldn't have happened, and Mercutio wouldn't have been killed. Yes, and that's my question.
I see.
My answer.
Thank you
Yes.
for the answers. So now let's move to Vital.
Yes, I also have two questions for you related to the issues of the fight as well. So, well, what I want to know about your view about how Romeo killed Tibat, and if you were Romeo, would you do so?
I think killing someone is never acceptable unless they have previously trying to attack you, or you that they are actively attempting to killing you. However, but Romeo by choosing to fight Tybalt, Romeo's life was completely ruined. Juliet's life was shattered by him. He also the curse of his own mother, and he also like destroys the relationships between the two families. And if I were Romeo's, I wouldn't kill Tybalt because while it is true that Tybalt killed Mercutio, but you shouldn't kill Tybalt in return. You should let the laws or the prince of the cities or
Yes,
the
governor.
capital, yeah, to let them decide the punishments or expel him from the city. Yes.
Well, thank you, Miss Ratina, for this interview. And well, we done the interview outside, and then we will move on to the discussion in our station. See you guys there.
Welcome back to our second session. Now we are going to interview two guests, who is Kanika and Annie. So I would like to ask one question to two of them. The first one is, what do you think of the banishment of the Romeo rather than killing him? Now I would like to let Annie to answer this question first.
In my opinion, I think the prince was the reason behind the banishments of Romeo instead of his getting killed. Romeo killed Tybalt in the street fighting, which the prince has forbidden, and in this case, Romeo must receive a serious punishment. But however, Mercutio, the prince's cousin, got killed by Tybalt. This could be the reason why the prince decided not to kill Romeo, and the prince must think that Romeo killed Tybalt because of what Tybalt did to Mercutio. Moreover, the prince could have valued the friendships of Mercutio and Romeo. This was why he was more understanding about Romeo revenge for Mercutio.
Say, thank you for your answer.
Well, hello, Kanika. So as for the same question, what is your perspective on what question?
Okay, so thank you for the question. So, as my perspective, I don't think I agree with the idea of banishing Romeo or even killing him. I think that he should be put in prison or deserve some short punishment instead, because that would be so unfair for Romeo to just banish away from his city, his family, or his friend just because he want a revenge for his friend who is also a prince's cousin. And as we all know that to Romeo, living without Juliet is already worse than that. And the other reason that Romeo killed Tybalt was only to revenge for Mercutio, because Tybalt has killed Mercutio and Romeo go for it to kill Mercutio. It's for the emotional friendship between Romeo and Mercutio. And also, Mercutio is also a prince's cousin, and it's good for the prince that he still has some mercy for Romeo that by not killing him. But it's also not right for the prince to just banish him from the city, his friend and his family. I mean, at least just put him, sentence him in prison or make him some huge punishment instead. It's better than just banish him away from the city like that. Yes.
Well, thank you both for your own perspective. It was a wonderful answer. Well, so move to the second question from me. I would like Kanika to answer this. So my question is that, you guys also the director of the story, right?
Yes.
Yes, that's great. So my question, as the result of the fight in the story, two men died. But however, based on your own opinion, who do you think is the real victim and why?
Okay, thank you again for the question.
Yeah.
So, based on my opinion, between the fight of the two men died, I think that the real victim is Mercutio, because Tybalt was the one who provoked Mercutio first. And from what I remember from the story, at first Tybalt was want to have a fight with Romeo, but didn't meet him, so he targeted Mercutio instead. And yeah, moreover, Mercutio is not involved in this dispute between the two families. So yes, it's not right that it's kind of unfair that he died in the story along in the story. Yes, that's my opinion.
Well, thank you both for coming here today in our discussion session. Well, I really appreciate your answer. We learned from that a lot, actually. Yes, and for those who at home, yes, if you have, I believe, yeah, you have your own perspective, and if you like to share, please drop in the comment section below. Well, this come to the end of our breaking news. So I'm Visa.
I'm
And
Moonwalk.
yes, and the whole team. Also for our guests, yes, we'd like to say goodbyes from KSK News. Thank you.
I won't give up on you if you will never give up on me. Anytime that you're off the beat, I'll put you on the groove and the key. I'm following you if you are always following me. Anytime that you hum it wrong, I'll help you sing the right melody. Here it goes.
Từ xong cái tóc lụa